My healthy friends, did you realize beans aren't just for chili or soup? They're like hidden gems for folks like us working on vitality and longevity. 6 beans, each with its own magic trick, might boost our health and energy levels. I'm Anna, your host for Natural Healing Foods. Stay listening because your next meal could make you feel years younger. Also share with your 2 closest friends because they are gonna love it. Let me introduce you to the Lupini bean, a true gem in the world of health. Now, I know what you might be thinking, beans are beans, right? But the Lupini bean isn't just any bean. These little beauties have been cherished in the Mediterranean regions for centuries. Picture yourself walking through a vibrant street market in Italy, the scent of fresh olives in the air. And there, nestled among the stalls, these golden beans gleaming under the sun. They're not just a pretty face. They're jam-packed with wonderful nutrients. Here's the thing, Lupini beans are almost like little protein powerhouses. For those of us who want to keep our muscles strong and maintain that youthful energy, they offer a plant-based protein source that's impressive, and that's putting it mildly. And can we talk about fiber for a moment? I mean, if you've ever had one of those days where things just aren't, let's say, moving as they should, the fiber in these beans can be your gentle cheerleader, helping everything along. But wait, the Lupini bean isn't stopping there. They're also low in calories and don't have the starchy weight that some other beans do. So they fit right into a balanced diet without tipping the scales. I remember introducing these beans to my neighbor Carol. She was tired of the same old veggies and needed something new to jazz up her meals. Let me tell you, the Lupini bean salad she made for our last book club was the talk of the evening. Tangy, fresh, with a drizzle of olive oil and lemon. Absolutely divine. And here's another nifty advantage. Lupini beans can help manage blood sugar levels. This is huge for many of us trying to keep our health in check with the occasional indulgence, be it a slice of cake at a birthday or an extra scoop of mashed potatoes at dinner. The slow-release energy they provide won't send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. So, how do you bring these beans into your life without turning it upside down? Simpler than you might think. Rinse the beans well. Nobody wants a mouthful of overly salty brine. Then toss them in a salad with fresh veggies, or even just snack on them plain while watching your favorite show. You could sprinkle them over a warm soup for a crunchy twist, or simply carry them along when you're out and about as a quick, satisfying snack. Just remember, if eating healthier is a journey, adding Lupini beans is like taking a scenic route, nourishing, satisfying, and delightfully unexpected. Whether you're sharing them with friends or discovering their benefits solo, these beans could be the extra bounce in your step you didn't know you needed. Trust me, once you start with Lupini beans, they might just become your new favorite thing. Alright, my healthy friends, let's chat about the Pinto bean. You know, the kind that might just have been hanging out in your kitchen pantry forever, patiently waiting to be rediscovered. I like to think of Pinto beans as reliable companions in our culinary adventure. They're versatile, packed with goodness, and capable of transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. First off, let's talk about the comfort aspect. Picture those chilly winter nights when you crave something warm and filling. Pinto beans have this amazing ability to soak up flavors, so whether you're throwing them in a hearty stew or letting them simmer in a slow-cooked chili, they bring a delightful creamy texture that just hugs you from the inside. And the best part? They're a great source of plant-based protein and satisfyingly filling. I remember my Aunt May, who lived to be 92 and swore by her weekly bowl of pinto bean soup. Her secret? A dash of cumin, some garlic, and a sprinkle of cilantro, simple but nourishing. Every spoonful felt like a warm hug. But wait, there's more. Pinto beans are rich in antioxidants, which, let's be honest, after a lifetime of wear and tear, we could all use a little extra of. Antioxidants help combat free radicals, those pesky molecules that can contribute to aging and health issues. Having a bowl of pinto beans is like giving your body a gentle pat on the back, saying, "I've got you covered." Let's not forget the impact on heart health. These beans contain folate and magnesium, nutrients that are fantastic for maintaining a healthy cardiovascular system. Folate helps break down homocysteine, an amino acid that can be a little mischievous if left unchecked, potentially leading to heart issues. Tossing pinto beans in your meals is a heart-loving move. And now, the piece de resistance. How do we enjoy pinto beans without turning dinner into a 3-hour ordeal? Easy peasy. If you're like me and sometimes forget to soak the beans overnight, canned pinto beans are your best friend. Just remember to rinse them well to remove any excess sodium. You can whip up a quick refried bean dip for your veggies or a spread for your morning toast. Or invite them into a big salad bowl with tomatoes, avocado, corn, and a sprinkle of lime juice for a refreshing take. They blend in beautifully, adding texture and flavor to just about anything. So, next time you're at the supermarket or digging through your cupboards, give pinto beans a second glance. They're the humble underdogs of our pantry, quietly waiting to enliven your meals and boost your health. Whether served up in a traditional dish or as part of a modern culinary experiment, incorporating pinto beans into your routine is one small gesture with a big heart-health impact. Go ahead, give them another try, and who knows, they might just become a mainstay in your kitchen repertoire. Let's venture into the world of Yardlong beans, a delightful discovery that might just surprise you. If you've never encountered them, imagine a bean that's as long as your forearm with the charm to match. They're like the whimsical cousins in the bean family, bringing both fun and nourishment to your plate. To get you picturing them, imagine strolling through an Asian market, vibrant colors all around, and there they are, these slender elongated beans that just beg to be examined closer. Yardlong beans are quite the sensation in many Asian cuisines, and for good reason. Their taste is mild and their texture remains delightfully firm whether you're stir-frying, steaming, or simmering them. One lovely aspect of Yardlong beans is how nutrient-rich they are. They come with a nice dose of vitamins A and C, both of which are critical for keeping our immune systems robust and our skin glowing. And yes, these vitamins act like little soldiers against free radicals, so consider them part of your personal aging defense squad. And here's something else to cheers about. These beans are rich in iron, which is essential for keeping our energy levels up. I once shared a Yardlong bean dish with my cousin Bob, who'd been feeling a bit run down. The boost he felt after our meal had him singing praises, claiming he'd been missing out all these years. Now, part of the magic of these beans lies in their versatility. You can cut them into bite-sized pieces, toss them with garlic and soy sauce, and stir-fry them up in minutes. They pair wonderfully with proteins like chicken or tofu, turning dinner into a vibrant, nutritious meal. Or, if you're someone who likes a bit of crunch, try blanching them quickly to enjoy their natural sweetness while retaining that satisfying snap. And let's not overlook the social aspect. Yardlong beans can become a conversation starter at your next family gathering. Whip up a simple dish with these beans, maybe add a sprinkle of sesame seeds with a dash of sesame oil, and your guests will be both intrigued and delighted. So if you're on the hunt for something different that'll bring both flair and nutrition to your meals, hop on the Yardlong bean train. They've got this knack for making meals feel both playful and nourishing, which can be a refreshing change in our quest for variety and health. Go ahead, invite them to your next meal, and see how these extraordinary beans fit into your life. You might just find yourself sharing their story and benefits with your friends, encouraging them to give these delightful beans a try. Alright, let's dive into the world of the soybean, a true staple in many kitchens across the globe. With a reputation that spans centuries, soybeans are adored for good reason. These humble yet mighty beans are a powerhouse of nutrition that offers a beautiful blend of versatility, taste, and health benefits. First things first, soybeans are well known for their remarkable protein content. And when I say remarkable, I mean it. They're one of the few plant-based sources that provide all the essential amino acids our bodies need. For folks like us who might be leaning toward a more plant-based diet for better heart health, or simply to feel lighter, soybeans stand out as a reliable go-to. But here's where they really shine. Soybeans are packed with isoflavones, which are plant compounds that act as phytoestrogens. You might be wondering, what's the big deal about phytoestrogens? Well, they can offer some neat perks, especially when it comes to managing hormonal changes. So, whether you're navigating through menopause or just want to support a balanced system, soybeans might be a helpful part of your journey. I vividly recall my friend Linda swinging by for a quick lunch one afternoon. I whipped up a simple yet tasty tofu scramble, another gem from our trusty soybean, and her eyes lit up. She hadn't realized that something so satisfying and delicious could come from a single unassuming bean. Now, beyond the recognized tofu and soy milk, soybeans come to life in diverse ways. Think edamame, those delightful green pods that are a joy to pop. Or they can be crafted into tempeh, a fermented form that's rich in probiotics, supporting our gut health, which, as we all know, is key to overall well-being. What's more, the healthy fats found in soybeans can contribute to lowering cholesterol levels, offering a gentle pat on the back to our cardiovascular system. It's like giving your heart a little encouragement and support, saying, "You've got this." Here's a quick tip. Don't shy away from snacking on roasted soybeans. They're crunchy, tasty, and a perfect nibble whether you're on a leisurely walk or catching up on your favorite book. For cooking, toss in some edamame with quinoa and veggies, sprinkle with a bit of lemon juice and sesame seeds for a refreshing, easy dish. So my friends, if you're exploring ways to elevate your meals and add a dose of vitality, soybeans might just be the beans to turn to. They're like that versatile friend who's always there, blending seamlessly into your lifestyle, providing nourishment and joy. Once you start incorporating them into your routine, you might just wonder how you ever managed without them. Let's chat about the often overlooked Lima bean, sometimes affectionately known as the butter bean, for its creamy texture and mild flavor. If you haven't thought about them since that one time they showed up on your dinner plate as a kid, it's time for a reunion. Lima beans aren't just tasty. They're a powerhouse that can add a punch to our health game. So here's something neat. Lima beans are rich in dietary fiber. And I bet you've heard it a million times, but fiber really is our digestive system's best friend. It keeps things running smoothly and helps us feel satisfied longer after meals, which is fantastic if you're trying to manage your weight or just avoid those pesky snack cravings. Now picture this: a cozy dinner with a warm bowl of homemade Lima bean stew, the aroma filling the room as the beans melt into a silky broth alongside tender carrots and potatoes. It's one of those comfort dishes you can't help but love, and it's bursting with nutrition. Lima beans are an excellent source of iron, which is crucial for energy levels. Remember that pep in the step you used to have? Iron can help you get back there by supporting red blood cell production, and thus improving energy. I remember my grandpa was a fan of these beans. Every Sunday he'd simmer a big pot of Lima beans with a ham hock, some garlic and onions. It was like a secret family potion that promised warmth and nourishment in every bite, reminding me how food can be a comforting tradition. Let's highlight another gem. Lima beans contain potassium, which is crucial for maintaining healthy blood pressure levels. It's like they're giving your heart a little hug, working to balance the effects of sodium and maintain fluid balance. Not to mention the magnesium they provide, which plays a role in hundreds of body functions and contributes to a calm, relaxed state. Now, for those looking to include Lima beans in everyday meals without fussing too much, it's pretty simple. You can mash them up with a bit of olive oil, lemon, and garlic to make a lovely, creamy spread for your toast or sandwiches. Or throw them into a salad for a hearty lunch that'll leave you refreshed and satisfied. If you're in the mood for something heartier, consider making a simple casserole with Lima beans, tomatoes, and some leafy greens. It's a one-pot meal that's both filling and delightful, perfect for a laid-back evening at home. Lima beans might not always be in the spotlight, but trust me, they've got the potential to be a key player in your meal lineup. With their blend of taste and nourishment, they offer a subtle invitation to savor wellness one bite at a time. Try reincorporating these buttery gems into your diet, and you might just find they become a staple in your kitchen once more. Let's turn our attention to the kidney bean, a classic in the bean repertoire that brings a lot more to the table than just its familiar heart shape and deep, comforting color. These beans are like the old reliable friend you can always count on to show up, provide support, and add some vivacity to your life. And honestly, what more could we ask for in our quest for health and happiness? Here's the scoop on kidney beans. They're packed with protein and fiber, making them a fantastic option for keeping us feeling full and satisfied longer. This means we're less likely to meander over to the fridge for those unnecessary snacks between meals, something I know I appreciate on those slower days when I'm at home with tempting treats at every corner. One of the standout benefits of these beans is their impressive antioxidant content, particularly anthocyanins. Antioxidants are the warriors in our bodies, fighting off oxidative stress and helping to keep our cells healthy. Imagine them as little protective shields, preserving our vitality as the years roll by. I have fond memories of my grandmother's kitchen, where kidney beans were a staple. She'd create this amazing chili that was simmered to perfection, with a rich, savory broth that wrapped around the beans and ground meat like a culinary masterpiece. The aroma would fill the air, drawing everyone to the table eager for that first comforting spoonful. Now, what's remarkable about kidney beans is their ability to help maintain a healthy blood sugar level. They have a low glycemic index, meaning they release their energy slowly, preventing the spikes that can send our mood and energy levels on a roller coaster ride. This is particularly useful for maintaining steady energy throughout the day, which is something we can all appreciate. So, how can you get a bit more of these nutritious beans into your meals? The possibilities are abundant. Including them in salads is a great way to add a pop of color and a hearty bite. Or whip up a kidney bean stew with tomatoes, bell peppers, and spices for a deliciously cozy dish that warms you from the inside out. Even just mashing them into a spread with some onion, lime, and cumin can make for a delightful dip for veggies or a tasty topping on rice cakes. Kidney beans remind us of the comfort and vitality we can find in simplicity. They're easy to cook with, rewarding to eat, and they offer such great health benefits, all packaged within their petite, kidney-shaped selves. So let's give a nod to these wonderful beans and invite them to be a regular guest on our dinner plates. With their robust flavor and nourishing qualities, they're bound to become an old friend to us all, encouraging us to embrace health in the most delicious way possible. Alright, my healthy friends, we've journeyed through the wonderful world of beans, unveiling 6 nutritional power players: Lupini, Pinto, Yardlong, soy, Lima, and kidney beans. Each of these beans has a unique character, delivering benefits from boosting energy to providing essential vitamins, and even helping our hearts and digestion. Why not give them a try in your next meal? You might discover new favorites that'll enrich your health and meals. If you found these ideas helpful, I'd love to hear how you plan to incorporate them into your life. Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Remember to like and share with a loved one. We have loads more content on the channel, so stop by anytime. Until next time, take care and enjoy the benefits of good food and health. Thank you so much for watching.